State Farm Game Break Show.
And so the Eagles are champions of the NFC East. We'll find out who's going to get a little closer to being the champs of the North as Jordan Love and the Packers visit Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. The winner will control the division going into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. This is a huge, huge contest. It's happening in Chicago, but we are in Los Angeles, where we have had a little Hollywood snow.
Middle of a blizzard.
Actually, well, I tell you, it's dropping into the 60s right now.
And now it's chilly.
It's downright chilly.
Tell you what, Mike's got soft. He said,
welcome you to the State Farm Game Break Show. All right, the Eagles, they wound up winning the game. And Groth, they ran for 208 yards. This is kind of like the old Eagles formula.
Yes, this is what the Philadelphia Eagles fans wanted to see this whole entire year. And I feel like the engine of this offense starts with Saquon Barkley. The way that he ran today is like how he ran all last year. He was hard to tackle. He was explosive. He was making these guys pay in the secondary. And when Saquon Barkley's going, this whole offense is going as well. And then A.J. Brown chips in a little bit. Devontae Smith chips in as well. And then you've got Dallas Goedert, who scores that touchdown and chips in also. So when this offense wants to explode, it's going to have to start with Saquon Barkley. And if they do what they did in the second half here going into the playoffs, hey, they're going to be lethal once again.
And what they did was it allowed other people to get involved. So A.J. Brown, 95 yards.
Well, not only that, I mean, defensively, we're talking about Davis.
Yeah.
Here's the guy, you know, had lost a lot of weight this season, had a monster game. And just to see
had a monster year.
Yeah, had a monster year. But to see that on the defensive side of the ball, and the Eagles, they just started a little slow. And I think for the playoffs, they're going to have to pick it up. But to win the division back-to-back or to win it all is not an easy task. So congratulations to
Not in the East.
Been a few
Not in the
years
East.
since they did that.
So 21 years.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So they win back-to-back division titles. Saquon Barkley, as we mentioned, a big part of it. And just moments ago, Saquon spoke with Pam Oliver.
Saquon turned into a chippy affair, but you guys come in, take care of business. What do you appreciate most about this win?
I mean, back-to-back division champs haven't been done in 20 years, so that's big. A hat and T-shirt game. We're excited about that. But I love the way we finished. We stood together, and most importantly, got the win. And
great job by you on the ground today. You don't trip on stats. I talked to you a couple of days ago. People are saying Saquon's numbers are down. What kind of season is he having? You don't get caught up in that.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. At the end of the day, the most important thing is winning football games, and you want to play your best ball now and head into the playoffs. But most importantly, shout out to Tank. Tank came in, finished the game for us. He's been doing a hell of a job this year, and you know, super proud of him and happy to have him as a teammate.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, so the old formula works. They are back-to-back champs of the NFC East, and the Dallas Cowboys are officially eliminated from playoff contention. That's the first game of two big ones we have today for you on Fox. In just a few moments, it'll be the Packers and the Bears. The winner will have a big advantage towards trying to win the NFC North. Jake Glazer joins us right now, and injury is always a big point this time of year.
No bigger injury, obviously, going into this game, though, than Josh Jacobs, the running back for the Packers. How about this? Josh Jacobs was in crutches on Monday, did not practice at all this week. And today, they actually didn't know if he was going to play. You see him out here on the field right now, though? He is active for this game. They literally did not know until they got to the stadium if he was going to go. Had a talk with him. He is in for the Packers. Also, two big question marks for them. Christian Watson had a chest injury. You saw him injured last week. He is in today, as is Dontavian Wicks with that ankle injury. For the other team, the Bears, they had a couple big question marks on offense. DeAndre Swift has a groin injury. He was questionable going into today. He is good to go. Same with Cole Kmet. Look, Luther Burden's out, and so is Rome Odunze. What I'm told is Rome actually injured the foot in pregame warm-ups last week, held him out of that game, held him out today. They may hold him out another week or so. They want to make sure he's good down the stretch. Kurt?
All right. You know what? Injuries, everybody who can play right now, Howie, is playing. What do you think will be the difference maker between the last time these two teams played just 2 weeks ago when it came down to the final play?
You know, it's how different Green Bay's defense will look, you know, and how does Hafley make the adjustments? And two things that happen. One is Chicago runs their offense off their run game. And we saw it versus the Eagles. They mauled the Eagles. Play-action pass. Caleb is great on play-action passes, and he's great outside the pocket, particularly to his right side. How will they deal with that? Keep him from rolling out to his right and stop the run. If you do those two things, you have a shot.
There's always it seems like in big games, we saw the Washington game earlier that just finished, team comes on slow maybe in the first half, and you're going, what's holding them up? Second half to come on. And I think that when I look back 2 weeks ago at the Green Bay game, I thought the Chicago struggled early in the first half, as we look at Jordan Love there. In the second half, I thought Caleb Williams and that Bear offense really got going. They were down in a position to win that football game. Will he be under the center more? I think play action, Howie, I don't know if anybody agree. I think play action is better when the quarterback is under center. It just sells better.
It bothers us.
You know why? Because you can, when you're back here in shotgun, you can see you trying to see the fake handoff.
I look at the back. Is the back deep? Is the back set up? Is the back tight to the quarterback?
A little bit, all those things.
We looked at that film from 2 weeks ago, and they could have won this football game. The Bears could have in the fourth quarter. The interception that Caleb Williams threw at the end, that route was open early, but he was going to the left, and he was open right there. And for him to turn like this and takes too long. That's why
he does that. He does that. I don't know if you see it the way. I think he does it as well as anyone going to his left.
But you can't throw this way. You can throw this way.
One thing he's done a good job of it. You know, we keep saying how he's going to roll out to the right. But even if he's gone, he just gets away from the sack. And then he squares himself up. But just to get away from the sack, he's actually faster than you think he is. He's stronger. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Donovan McNabb in the sense that, you know, you get in there, you got a clean shot, and then you realize this guy's big, this guy's fast, this guy's stronger than
big legs.
And another thing Caleb's doing well is throwing the ball away when, you know, it's necessary and hitting the check down. Last year, he was forcing the ball in to try and make a big play, and as a rookie, that's going to cause some problems, create turnovers against you, and that never really works out in the end.
If you're going to spy him with a guy, let's say spy meaning you're going to have an extra defender that's just going to mirror him, so that when he releases out of the pocket or steps up in the middle, your responsibility is him. He better be athletic, and he better be strong enough, too, because, as Michael said, he just throws people off of it.
That's a hard one.
I think our viewers will enjoy watching. If you're not familiar with Chicago, and we hope you are by now, there's a young rookie out of Michigan named Loveland at tight end.
Oh, he's a good player.
He is an amazing tight end to watch, and he is kind of, I think Williams and him have kind of got on the same page.
They've gotten him going the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and it's really fun to watch. He and the quarterback get together.
And that guy they just showed there, Swift, man, he really runs hard. He set the tone for that offense. But I guarantee you this, we've seen over the last few weeks, the teams that are smelling the playoffs, smelling their positioning, smelling the fact that if they win, that they're going to be in much better position, they have really kind of separated themselves from the pack. Well, here you got two teams at the top of the pack. So I think it's going to be just an incredible game.
Let me ask you quickly. Dennis Allen loves to blitz, the defensive coordinator for the Bears. They got burned by Love in the last game against the Packers. Do you think he'll still do that? You think?
No,
he'll pick his spots?
I think he's going to be maybe run blitzes. I'm sure he's going to play the game of, I want to turn this into make Caleb throw. I want Caleb to throw. I want Jordan Love to throw. I don't want them to run the football. I don't want that to define them. I think that's what he'll do because he got burnt on that.
Brock, for your career in New England in particular, you were always the big brother. Chicago's playing the role of little brother, but this game's at home. They seem like they've got something to prove. Can that factor into a game like this that's a rivalry matchup?
Definitely. I mean, I was a little brother growing up, though, you know. Being in New England as a big brother, you know, we were always bouncing on the Buffalo Bills, the Jets, and Miami. We never really had a rivalry where another team was, you know, as good as us or, you know, in contention for first place while we were going. But as little brother, hey, you want to finally punch the big brother in the mouth and show him who's boss.
Well, we're going to find out if they can do it. That game is coming your way up next, right here. It's the Bears. It's the Packers in Chicago. 212th meeting all time and a whole lot on the line. Kickoff from Soldier Field on the other side of a quick break here on this Saturday night matchup. Only here on Fox.
Get ready for a Midwest rematch. The Bears, check. The Cheeseheads, check. The Windy City on a perfect night. Super Saturday continues on Fox.